Students, so today we are going to discuss about what are volcanoes. Now, a volcano is an opening in the Earth's crust through which molten rock fragments as well as hot gases erupt. So you can see in this picture that there is an opening on the Earth's crust and the fire is coming out from the volcano. It is a conical shaped mountain through which the fiery smoke gas and molten rock is coming out. So that is how a volcano looks like. Now, where do we find volcanoes? Volcanoes are really found on the continental crust, as you see in this diagram over there. Now, the continental crust is a part of the lithosphere. As you see in this picture, it's a part of the lithosphere, and the magma chamber is linked to the asthenosphere, which is molten in state. The rock fragments over here are in a molten state in the asthenosphere, and whenever there's a rupture or a frac on the Earth's crust, that is on the continental crust, then the magma starts coming out of that opening which is created on the crust, and it looks like a volcano. It is called a volcano. So that it has to be linked with the magma chamber, which runs deep down into the asthenosphere. Now next we look on to how a volcano looks like. Now this is how a volcano looks like. It is, as I told you, it is connected to the magma chamber deep down below inside the Earth's crust. And then there's a vent where you can see there's a passage through which the magma is coming out, or it's pushed up to the Earth's top, and then there's a vent and then there's a crater or an opening to that vent where it is through which the ash, the smoke, the molten materials come out onto the surface of the Earth, and they start flowing downwards. Now, as with successive eruption, as you can see the layers over here. With successive eruption, what happens? The conical shaped mountain is slowly being formed. Okay, so it forms a conical mountain on the surface of the Earth, and this is how it really looks like. Now, in the next diagram, the different parts of a volcano is marked over here. So you can see the magma coming out from the magma chamber. Once it comes out and starts flowing down the top of the mountain, volcanic mountain, it's called lava. And what comes out is ash cloud, and there is cinder and molten rocks materials which come out and settle on the surface of the volcano, and slowly it cools down. Now there is something called the central vent, which is the one that is in the middle. Okay, that's the passage which links to the crater to the magma chamber down below. The crater means the opening of the volcanic mountain, and sometimes there are side vents also. As you can see in the picture they have given you in this diagram, side vents meaning sometimes the central vent is blocked up or choked up. So what happens that time? Magma starts coming out from the different walls of the volcano, and they create these side vents. So it ultimately becomes a composite cone. Now, so really what are volcanic mountains? So these volcanoes ultimately form volcanic mountains. Now the hot and molten lava that is thrown out of the Earth's crust when a volcano erupts due to internal movements of the Earth, a volcanic mountain is created. This lava may cool down and accumulate around the vent of the volcano to solidify over many years and form a conical shaped mountain. Such a mountain is called a volcanic mountain. So we can say that mountains that form when molten rock erupts onto the surface of the Earth, it may develop on the land or inside the ocean, that is on the ocean floor as well. Now most volcanic mountains are found on the convergent plate boundaries. That means where two plates are colliding with each other. Other large volcanic mountains are found over the hotspots on the ocean floors itself. Volcanic mountains are formed from lava or debris such as ash or rocks which are thrown out of the volcano. They are built up from eruptions that occur over thousands and billions of years. Mount Fuji in Japan is a volcanic mountain. Now there may be several types of volcanoes, and we say that we generally have 4 types of volcanoes. Now an active volcano is the one that has had at least once erupted during the past 10,000 years. An active volcano might be erupting or dormant. An erupting volcano is an active volcano that is having an eruption. A dormant one is an active volcano that has not erupted but supposed to erupt again. An extinct volcano has not had an eruption for at least 10,000 years and is not expected to erupt again in a comparable time scale in the near future. So that is all about the different types of volcanoes that we quickly have done. So we will move on to the next topic, to the next different type of mountain that we are going to do. So I hope you have understood. Thank you, children.